Okay, so everyone has a strap and everyone has a chair. Perfect. Okay. There we go. So you can just have your strap. This doesn't look very tidy right now, but you can just have your strap on the floor near your chair. We'll use it in a little bit. And you can sit near the front of your chair. So you're not leaning on the back, but instead your spine is upright. And let's just rub the thighs. So grounding into this moment, getting a little bit more embodied. Oftentimes in our modern world, we get very heady of past, future, etc. And yoga helps us to become a little bit more in our body, embodied. Good. Let the hands rest on the thighs, palms facing down. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. Again, deep inhale. Let it go. One more. Let's come right into breath of joy this morning. Inhaling in 3 segments. So inhaling 1, 2, 3, exhale. And for this one, you can exhale out through the mouth, and you're also welcome to sigh it out. Let's do a few together. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Inhale 1, 2, 3. Let's add the arms. Let them dangle by the sides. For the first inhale, they come up, and then let them drop. Second inhale, they come out to the sides. Let them drop. Third inhale, they come up again. Let them drop as you fold on the exhale. Okay, and so our first inhale, we're going to come up. Let the arms drop. Second inhale, they come out. Let them drop. Third inhale, they come forward and up again. Exhale all the way outside. Together, inhale 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Keep going at your own pace. One more. Inhale fully as you reach up. Hold the breath for a moment as you stretch up. Exhale, arms open out and down. Palms rest on the thighs. Close the eyes. Allow the lips to stay together, but let the teeth gently part. Let the tongue relax. Allow the dome of the mouth, the roof of the mouth to rise. Open your ears to listening, noticing the sounds within your space. Notice your natural breath rhythm. Notice how long it takes you to inhale and to exhale. Not changing anything. And as you're ready, you can start to lengthen your breath. Let your belly be soft and relaxed. And contract the throat slightly so you can control the speed of your breath more. And as you lengthen your breath, you'll inhale a little bit more deeply than your natural breath. And also your breath will take longer. So see if you can take 5 whole seconds to inhale. And then another 5 seconds to exhale. With this subtle contraction in the throat, you'll be able to hear your breath sounding like the ocean. And also what will happen is the air will swirl in the back of the throat, which warms it as it enters the body. So we're building a fire in the body through our breath. And you can start to reach your heart and the front of the ribs forward on your inhales. And on your exhales, rounding. Warming up the spine, the respiratory system, even the nervous system. And begin to circle the belly like you're stirring a big pot. And just coordinate your breath with this. So maybe inhaling as you come forward, exhaling as you come back. Massaging all these internal organs. Let's circle the other way. Good. Inhale your spine to center. Exhale here. Open the feet wider. You can sit a little bit farther back in your chair. Hands come to the tops of the knees and circle this way. So you're going to feel this a little bit more in the inner thighs, maybe in the hip sockets. Beautiful. Other direction. And the next time that you come forward, let's pause here, breathing. So press your hands into the knees as you try to lengthen, excuse me, your spine forward, out of the hips. Good. Now send your breath. So you're mentally sending your breath down into the hips. And you might be able to fold a tiny bit more. Good, and some of you might fold all the way down. You can even bring your hands to the floor. You can let your head hang, whatever is comfortable for you. Feel free to keep the hands on the knees if that's better. Finding space in the hip sockets, in the low back, anywhere that you're feeling this. Pressing into the feet, reach the arms out to the sides and up. On an exhale, bring your right forearm down to the right thigh, reach your left arm up and over. On an inhale, up to center. Exhale, other side. On an inhale, up to center. Exhale, reach it out to the side as you fold all the way down. Press into the feet, ride the inhale up, reaching the arms out and up, using the strength of your core. Good. Exhale, both hands come down. And then cross your right knee. You're going to bring your right knee all the way over to your left and you're sitting sideways. Good. And bring your hands to the back of your chair. And it's okay if you need to inch this foot that's on the ground a little closer to your chair. Both of the hands come to the back. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, twisting towards the back of the chair. Shoulders glide down the back. You can gaze over your left shoulder. Keep your breath. On an inhale, unwind. Swing this right leg all the way out to the side again. Good. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, right arm comes to the right thigh, reach it over. Inhale, right back up to center again. Exhale, other side. Inhale, center. Exhale with control. Use the strength of your belly as you fold. Wide arms come all the way out and down. Head hangs. Press into the feet. Ride your inhale all the way back up. Exhale, arms release to the sides. When you're ready, you can lean a little bit to the right. Swing that left leg all the way to the right, over your right leg. Good. You might have to inch a little bit closer to the back of the chair. Both hands come to the back of the chair. Inhale, lengthen your spine, shoulders glide down the back. Exhale, twisting. You can even gaze over your right shoulder. On an inhale, unwinding. Exhale, take this left leg all the way over to the left again. Just make sure that you're centered. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, building strength as you reach out and down, folding. Your inhale takes you right back up. Exhale, folding to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, folding to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, arms release to the sides. Inhale, lean to the left. Right knee crosses over, little twist, just one breath. Inhale to unwind. Reach it up. Folding. This is our last one. Inhale, right back up again. Exhale to the right. Can you go a little bit deeper? Can you reach up and over a little bit more? Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Reach it up and over a little bit more. Inhale, center. Exhale, arms reach out and down. Inhale, left leg swings over the right. Little twist, just one breath. On your inhale, unwind. Reach it up. And this is our last wide-legged fold. So bring it all the way down and pause here as you breathe. Really let the head hang. Can you let go of any tension or holding in the hips or the low back? You can even nod the head yes. Shake it no. Good, everyone. When you're ready, gaze it forward. Reach the arms out and up. Palms touch at the top this time. Exhale, bring them down to the heart. Bowing to the heart, honoring this body, honoring this mind. You can even honor your breath, life force, prana, maybe even the soul. When you're ready, you can release. And let's scooch towards the front of the chair, bringing the feet together and take a hold of your strap. Let's place I want to make sure that you can see me well. A little more. You can place the strap under your right foot. So I like to do this by just having my strap open, and then the center of the strap comes under my right foot, and I gather the strap together, and I just hold it with both hands. Okay. Now let's inch the left foot to the side ever so slightly. And then you can pick this right foot up with the strap, begin to circle it. Now, your body will tell you if you're comfortable in the chair or not. So if you need a little bit more, if your like thigh is hitting the chair and it's uncomfortable, scooch that right sitting bone forward a little bit more so that you have a little bit more space for the leg to move. Good, circle the other way. It doesn't matter how high it is, you might be like this, and this is great. You're lubricating your hip. It's all about what feels good to your body. Good, now go side to side. Yeah. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. See if you can lengthen your spine a little bit more so you're sitting a little bit taller. Beautiful. Hold the strap with your right hand only. Reach it out to the side as much as is comfortable for you. Reach your left arm away. Gaze towards your left fingertips. Bring it to center. Switch which hand is holding the strap. And this might be enough. Just right here, you're opening this right side, or some of you might look more like this. Doesn't matter. Either way, take your right arm, reach it away, gazing towards the right hand. Inhale back to center, trying to lift the foot up a little higher. And let the strap out. Let this right foot down and just rock the legs side to side. Good. Release, other foot. Step your left foot in. Your right foot is ever so slightly to the side. Just adjust your sitting bones. You might want that left sitting bone a little bit closer to the edge of the chair. And then when you're ready, pick it up, start small. Little circles. You're welcome to slow the breath down again if it got fast. Draw your belly button to your spine. Can you lengthen up a little more, but the shoulders relax down? Circle the other way. So some of you might feel this in the hip, and some of you might be feeling this a lot in the underside of your leg. It really just depends. If your underside of your leg is tighter than your hips, then you're going to feel it in the hamstrings. If it's vice versa, you're going to feel it in the hip. Good. When you're ready, switch, going side to side. Okay. You might look like this, or you might be up here. Doesn't matter. Nice. Let's open it out to the side. Hold it with your left hand. Reach it to the side as much as is comfortable. Reach your right arm away, gazing at the right hand. Bring it to center. Switch hands. Again, it might be really small. Reach that left arm away. In this one, your left arm is going to come behind you a little bit, and that's okay. It's a twist. Inhale, bring it to center. Holding the strap with both hands, shoulders glide down. Can you get a little taller? Can you lift the foot a little higher? Slow the breath down. Nice and easy. Let the strap out. Your straight leg comes all the way down. Take your hand and just rock it side to side. You guys are great. Good job. Good job. Keep a hold of your strap. Release the foot and let's stand up. Bring your hands to your hips and just circle them around. Everything that we've done can circulate. Circle the other way. Good. Bring it to center. Feet are right underneath each sitting bone. The toes spread wide. And then ever so slightly, notice your inner arch of your foot. Oftentimes our inner arches will be collapsing down. Can you ever so slightly lift the inner arches of your feet and you'll feel the pelvic floor engage a little bit here. Yeah, good. Now just glide those shoulders down a little bit. Take a couple circles and let them down. Notice how this posture has an openness in the heart. Whereas if we even concave a little bit, it feels so different. Can you sense that? That little concave feels different energetically than this. So we're going to keep this alignment, this open-hearted posture. As we open the strap, and we'll get into the shoulders. So let's start with the hands shoulder width apart. And just reach this up over the head. And then go a little bit side to side. Good, bring it to center and reach the hands back. And go a little bit side to side. Hands are still reaching back, you're just swaying a little bit. Good. Bring it down, open the hands a little wider. Up and back. Keep it back as you go side to side. Make sure your knees are not locked. They can be straight, but they're not locked. Good. Just play with it. So a little bit more. You can open it a little bit wider. You can play with going back. You can play with tilting side to side. Bring into the shoulder girdle, the sockets. Good. Another one that's nice here, if you want to try it, feel free to keep playing, is you reaching them back and then bring your right hand up as your left arm tries to come down. And then you can switch. Good, and let's all reach it back just for a moment. And then bend the knees like you're sitting down into an imaginary chair as you reach it forward. Ooh, release the knees, release the strap. Let it fall to the side and just notice the arms. Relax them by your sides. There might be some tingling or heat or cooling moving through. If you'd like to, you can shake them out. Yeah, shake the whole arm, hands, and shoulders. Good. Ooh. All right, let's come to the chair. You can have your seat of your chair facing you. Again, we're coming into mountain, so toes spread wide, feet are hip width apart, underneath each of your sitting bones. Shoulders glide back and down, the heart should feel open. Palms face forward. You're open to this moment. Now see if you can pick a gaze point. Pick a point on the wall in front of you or through the window that you're going to come back to each time you return to this mountain pose. Let's come into the breath again if we lost it. So taking about 5 seconds to inhale, 5 seconds to exhale. Let the dome of the mouth gently rise. Tongue relaxes. You can allow the eyelids to soften. Keep your gaze point as you simply shift your weight towards the toes. Finding your edge, then shift the weight back towards your heels. Passing through center, shift your weight to the left, and then the right. Keep going, shifting your weight in all 4 directions, finding the edges of your balance. And when you're ready, find the center point that you pass through, where you're standing in the middle of your balance. On an inhale, reach the arms out and up, getting tall. Press down through the feet as you get taller. Palms touch, exhale as you fold, bringing the hands down to the seat of the chair. Maybe even your forehead comes to the chair. Inhale, press into the hands, looking forward in a flat back. Exhale, walk back into downward facing dog. Reaching your sitting bones back over the heels. Heart melts towards the earth. Stay here, or on an inhale, glide your heart forward into plank pose. Again, you can stay here or exhale, let your hips sink towards the chair. Inhale, lift your heart in cobra. On an exhale, let's all meet in downward dog. Step your right foot up to the chair and draw your back heel towards the center of your mat. So your foot comes at a 45-degree angle. Pressing into both feet, tuck your tailbone as you reach the arms up to the sky. Find your gaze point. On an inhale, reach your right arm forward, reach your left arm back, and wiggle your back toes. You're gonna bring your back toes even farther back so that your feet are perpendicular to each other. There's a 90-degree angle if you were to draw a line from your back heel to your front heel, and then forward from the back toes. Good. Bring your right hand to the chair and reach your back arm up and over. So just like we did when we were seated, we were like this, and you're welcome to have your forearm on the leg instead if you prefer. Extended side angle. Good, you're facing sideways, so you're probably gazing sideways right now. Inhale, reach it up. You're coming back into warrior two. Straighten your front leg and turn your toes forward. So now you're facing sideways still. Let your toes jut out a little bit more than your heels. Bend your knees. Begin to fold, sweeping your hands down towards the earth using the strength of your belly. Inhale, reach the arms all the way out and up. Fingertips touch over the head. One more time, exhale, folding with control. On an inhale, rising all the way up. Good, exhale, straighten the legs. Arms release to the hips. Turn your back toes forward, 45-degree angle. Turn your front toes forward, bending into the front knee. Inhale, warrior one. Sinking in. On an exhale, hands come down to the chair, come onto the ball of your back foot. Step your front foot back, downward dog. Stay here or inhale, high plank. Exhale, the hips sink. Inhale, the heart lifts. On an exhale, downward dog. Remember, you never have to do anything that I offer. This class is for you, for your body. Step your left foot up to the chair. Draw your back heel towards the center of the mat. Tuck your tailbone, lift your heart as you reach the arms up in warrior one. Good, everyone. Let your shoulders drop a little bit. Yeah, keep that same gaze point. When you're ready, reach your left arm forward. Right arm reaches back, warrior two. And begin to inch your back toes back a little bit. When you're ready, your left hand can come to the chair or the forearm rests on the thigh. The right arm reaches up and over the head. Your hand will feel like it's reaching towards your gaze point, the gaze point that you have in mountain. On an inhale, rise it up. Straighten your front knee. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your toes so that you're facing sideways on your mat. And just jut your toes out a little bit more than your heels. Bending into the knees. Reaching the arms out to the side. On an exhale, you can fold, gently sweeping the earth. On an inhale, you can rise up, arms reaching out to the sides. Good, one more time. Folding, the knees bend. Inhale, if possible, keep the knees bent. You're squatting as you reach up. Beautiful, arms release, hands come to the hips. Turn your front toes forward. Turn your back toes forward a little bit too, bending into the front knee. Arms reach up, warrior one. Sinking in a little bit. Can you let the legs relax? Let the shoulders relax. On an exhale, hands come to the seat of the chair. Step it back, downward dog. Stay here or inhale, high plank. Exhale, cobra. Inhale, really lift that heart if you're in cobra. Exhale, down dog. Let's all walk it out, bending one knee and then the other. Let the knees come into stillness, hang out in downward dog. See if you can let the heart melt a little bit more. Can you let go of your head and your neck? And when you're ready, walk the feet up to meet the hands. In a flat back, gaze forward at your gaze point. Try to keep this length in your spine as you exhale, fold, bringing the forehead towards the chair. Sealing this sequence, inhale as you reach the arms out and up. Palms touch at the top. Exhale, bringing them to the heart center. And release. You can move your chair a little bit farther away from you, just so that you have space to move your arms. And we'll do breath of joy standing. So let your feet be either hip width or even a tiny bit wider, maybe shoulder width apart. Toes spread. And have a little bounce in your knees. So you remember the breath. We inhale in 3 separate segments. 1, 2, 3. Exhale with a sigh. And then with the arms, just play with this a little bit with me. So bouncing with the knees, you go forward, to the side, forward, and down. Forward, side, forward, down, forward, side, forward, down. Good. So it's just this nice little bounce that's happening, right? Now add the breath to it. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, fold. You're welcome to slow it down a little. Really big sigh. Releasing any stress, tension. Last one. Inhale, reach it up. Full breath, hold your breath at the top, let energy circulate. When you're ready, release the arms out and down, charging your space. Just relax and feel the echo of everything that we've done. Let's come into our final resting pose. So you're welcome to sit down in the chair for this rest. Another option is laying down on the floor. A third option is to lay on the floor and elevate your legs. You're welcome to put your legs in the chair or up a wall. Take your time getting in. It's really important that you're comfortable for this portion of class, because the more comfortable you are, the more you'll be able to relax. And the more you're able to relax, the better we get at letting go. And it's possible that you receive more of the benefits of yoga. So once you're in your final resting pose, I'd like you to take a few really slow, extra deep breaths. And you can even hold the breath at the top of your inhale. And then see how slow you can exhale. Maybe take one more. And eventually you can let your breath return to normal. Let go of any effort in the breath. Your body is going to just breathe for itself. And I invite you to imagine, just for a moment here, that you have everything that you've ever needed or wanted inside of you right now. The possibility of that. Just imagine everything you've ever needed or wanted exists inside of you right now. And I'll sing you a blessing, and then we'll rest in silence. Pavana Guru Pani Pita Mata Darada Mata Tivasaratatvayi Dayi Daya Kale Sagala Jagata Changyaya Puriyaya Vache Karamado Karamo Apo Apani Ke Nare Ketu Chininamatiaya Ke Masakatga Nanakate Mukhaujale Kiti Chuti Nana. Begin to deepen your breath. You can wiggle the fingers and toes. And if you're lying on the back today, you can roll over to one side. And just slowly make your way back to seated. And let's bring the palms together at the heart. And just gently, let's sing Om Shanti 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 a few times together. It sounds like this, and you can join in with me if you'd like to. Shanti means peace, and Om is the sound of the universe, sound of unity. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. One more. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Setting an intention for yourself for the rest of this day. Thank you for showing up. The light in me honors the light in you. So we say together, Namaste. Namaste. I love Kate. I love you, Tom. I love you, Nancy. I love you, Ron. I love you, Judy. I love you, Shellen. I love you, Allie. I love you, Ruth. And everyone else who's here that might be watching this at a later date. Good job today, everyone.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
So welcome.
Bye-bye.